We got Jordon Larson back here on the program, who's going to be taking on Jason Jackson at Bellator 204 on August 17th. Jordan, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Not too bad. Just rounding out camp here, getting ready for next weekend.
How did this all come together with you fighting for Bellator? This is a great card in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, I think what you said right there is it's Sioux Falls. I think by now, those 6 or 7 Sioux Falls cards that we've had for the LFA show have went off without a hitch, and every single time that crowd brings that same energy and those same numbers, and it's a great time. I think now we've had the LFA, the UFC was there, and the Bellator is just coming to use their, you know what I mean?
It's a successful formula. You know, you put on a card there, people are going to come out, they're going to show up, and they'll come up for the local guys like yourself, right? Like you're originally from there.
For sure. Yeah, and I do really, really like that they're staying in the Pentagon as well. I like that venue. I think it's intimate enough for the fans, and like they're gonna have all seats on the floor instead of tables, so it's gonna get close to probably 5,000 in there. Just the atmosphere in there in the arena, that place, like it's built up. It's perfect. I think it won't be the last time Bellator's here. They're definitely gonna come back, I'm sure.
Now, I imagine you're like everyone else on this card, most guys on the card, I should say, in that this is just a one-fight deal. Like, if you impress, they might pick you up for multi-fights, but for now, it's just a one-fight deal.
Yep, that's exactly what we're looking for. I do my job and let the chips fall as they may.
Right. No, I hear you. You got a tough opponent here in Jason Jackson, but of course, Jackson, been off for a while. He had that injury on Contender Series. This is going to be his first fight back in more than a year. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I really like this matchup. I like taller, lankier guys. I think that bodes well for me in controlling on top. I also think that they underestimate my reach on our feet. So I've been working a lot of fundamental boxing, and I think that I'm going to be able to highlight some of the differences that I have as far as my speed and athleticism on my feet. And like I said, I really like the matchup as far as his body type, his style works well in my favor, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's definitely a good matchup. And I mentioned the layoff there. Do you think that is going to play a factor here? You've been a lot more active than he has.
I mean, it depends. I don't know his situation. I did see that fight against Kyle in the Contender Series, and that ankle didn't looked a little suspect. I'm assuming that probably has something to do with it, but like I said, I don't know. So it depends on the reason. But for me, I enjoy the fact that I've been able to be active and in the gym, and honestly, I haven't left. I've just been staying working, and it's kind of why I put myself and been ready and in line for this opportunity in Sioux Falls for Bellator. So
that's great. Who have been some of your main training partners for this camp?
Bryce Logan, who's also on the card, member of Power MMA. Obviously, we got Bader. Jordan Johnson just came back.
Oh, did he? Oh, interesting.
Yep, exactly. So we've had people that used to be at the gym are starting to come back in. So we've kind of had a full room. CB Dalloway as well. He's a little bit taller, so I've used him in some of my training. And then just that kind of rotating group that continues to come through Power. But I feel great about the camp. Everything timed out well. Now I'm just antsy for it to get here.
Is that a permanent move for Jordan, or is he just coming by to visit and just do some of his camp there?
He recently moved back to Arizona, so that's
great. Okay.
As of right now, so him and his wife Stephanie are enjoying living back in AZ.
Fatherhood too.
Yeah. He's super cute, and no, I love having him here. He's my brother. Yeah,
no, he's a great guy. Different personality than some of the people you'd meet, but very just a very good guy. Sometimes people don't get his personality, but after doing a couple interviews with him, I definitely I understand what he's all about. Let's talk about the weight cut. How's that going? Getting down to 170.
It's perfect. Every time it gets easier and easier. Honestly, like I don't even think about it anymore. We do it the same way every single time, and we have the last 5 or 4 years that I've been down here. Jason Kamens is our strength and conditioning coach, and we have, once that weight cut starts in, like I said, that's the same. But I think the major difference for me and why it's gotten so much easier is continuing to eat and clean up my diet outside of fights. Just looking at it as like when I eat at home during that week, I'm getting my meals in. The majority of them are going to be all nutritional things that I need. In a month, I might do maybe 2, 3 tops that I'm going out to have something extra or something, a cheat meal per se. So I keep it pretty clean all the time, which makes it really easy. So I'm not even really thinking about the weight cut. It's not even an issue for me. It falls off. I actually by the time the end of fight camp comes and that fight's looming, it's almost like my body just starts to let it fall off. I'll come up, maybe have like 10 pounds to go by the time I get there, get into that sauna, it'll fall off. I'll still be eating all the way up until weigh-in, so it's good. Yeah.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
I'm going to have, I spoke with Jason Kamens, Ryan Bader's going to be in my corner, and then Jair Lourenco, our head coach.
Awesome. That sounds great. And got to get a prediction for this one. How do you see this unfolding on August 17th?
I'm going to get the finish again. I'm not sure how. Whether it's on my feet or on the ground, I'm going to go for the finish. So within those 3 rounds sometime. I don't have a round, but because I'm going to find that pace. I'm going to find my stride, and the opportunity is going to present itself.
And if Bellator doesn't re-sign you after this fight, are you looking to go back to LFA? It seemed like you found a good groove there with them, and they seem to really like you as well when you fight for them.
Yeah, I really like the LFA. I love those guys. I love the fights we put on with them. I love the shows they do in Sioux Falls. Yeah, for sure. I love that place. I love that organization. I definitely go back and fight for them. I think there's a couple matchups I'd love to have. Eventually, I'd like to, fight Nakashima. I asked for that quite a while ago. So, in the future, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say Nakashima's running out of guys to fight. I mean, he's beat a lot of guys, including Kyle Stewart, who beat your opponent, Jason Jackson, as we just talked about there. Before I let you go, what's on the docket right now for television, for Netflix? What are you watching right now during training camp?
Actually, we're just finishing up Sopranos.
Oh, awesome. Best show of all time. I have no problem telling anyone that. I think it's the best show ever made.
Yeah, it was actually, to be quite honest, some of the coolest parts of the show were the dream sequences, I think. Because unlike any other show, they really kind of capture that, where nothing's really together, and you almost feel like you're a part of the dream. Yeah, the show has been phenomenal. I think we have 6 more episodes, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, never too late to get on that show. To me, they do such a good job of the character development, and then there's just a mix of humor in there that just is unexpected, and that's what I really like about it. It's got a bit of everything. So.
Gandolfini is the man. It's actually, I was just talking about that last night, that it's super sad that he's not here anymore, because, man, so many times in that show, he's you feel his power. He does a great job in that show.
I agree, and you certainly do a great job in the cage, and we're looking forward to your return, man. It's August 17th, Bellator 204. Jordon, just to remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Yep. You on Instagram, you can find me at Jordon Larson, no space or anything. And that's where I post the majority of my stuff, so check me out there. Some of my sponsors, I got Team How, 8 Man, Strong, DMC Waterjet, Ed's Meats, V4CR, that's actually Veterans for Child Rescue, Citizen CBD, Max Muscle Sioux Falls, Ravencrest, and then that's it for me. So thanks for the time, brother. Appreciate it.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.